I saw Kim Wilde, I went wild, in fact. She was amazing. She was beautiful. I searched for the beat in this day.
She was blonde, she was good looking, she danced and jiggled along.
We're the kids in America.
We're the kids in America. Whoa.
Everybody listen to music around.
All my mates fancied Kim. It was a nightmare.
Bright lights and music is fast.
Kids in America, for me, was this complete fantasy. I'd never been to America, and everyone said, why are you saying Kids in America? I didn't really have a very good answer, except I thought it was a fantastic pop record.
Hot shot, give me no problems. Much later, baby, you'll be saying never mind.
I wrote Kids in America in about half an hour, no longer than that. It was really quick. Me and Dad just sat down one night in the front room and I had my little Wasp synthesizer whacking away, and it just suddenly came.
We're the kids in America. We're the kids in America.
It was kind of very hard sounding and very sparse sounding, and it worked for 1981 very well.
The title was the most important thing to me. Above everything else, the title, because without a good title, there's no point in having a great melody.
Who were these kids in America? She wasn't one of them. She wasn't even a kid in Britain.
We're the kids in America. Well, you're not though, are you? You obviously are the kids from Battle.
The kids in Hertfordshire didn't have quite the same ring.
We're the kids in America. We're the kids in America.
We got a call from Micky Most, who was producer, saying, I've got this record leaping up the charts and I need a video for it, and I need it day after tomorrow. When we started to shoot, she got terribly nervous and slightly overwhelmed by it all. So I sent the crew over the pub and got somebody to get us 2 bottles of wine and got those down there.
I remember making quite a few videos with Brian. Yeah, he was a mad, bad and dangerous to know.
We've got Kim Wilde for you now at number 4, see?
Don't remember anything about Chequered Love. I don't remember how the concept came up or anything. All I do remember was there was a shower in it. I was determined to put Kim in a shower.
Brian was asking me to do, sort of clench my fists and stuff under the shower. And I still, to this day, don't know really what that was supposed to mean. I did it, of course, as directed.
Well, I know your love's rough and the road to take.
Eyes and lips, yes.
Fantastic mouth to look at. No, absolutely. She's a very, very sexy girl. But I mean, she knew how to make love with the camera.
I remember sort of having this sort of connection with the camera, which I found surprisingly easy to do, and to watch it and to look at it and to dare it and flirt with it.
There was a slight distance to her as well, which I thought was quite interesting.
It was just Kim moving around. She could have been singing in a different language. I just was besotted by Kim Wilde.
Cambodia followed that. I do remember that. I think I'd watched Apocalypse Now too many times and had delusions of being a movie director.
Cambodia was definitely a high point. The beginning of the first verse goes, well, he was Thailand-based, which is one of the greatest opening lines in pop.
Well, he was Thailand-based, she was an airport wife.
He used to fly weekends. It was the easy life.
Easy life. I guess you'll never know what got inside, so she couldn't make it out, just couldn't take it off.
Doing Cambodia was pretty scary because I was like lying on the floor and this huge fat boa constrictor thing was slithering all over me. And a tarantula was dropped. And I was like, oh, never again. I should never work with those animals again.
I was so petrified about being a one-hit wonder. I just made sure that I kept writing and coming up with ideas, and thankfully it worked okay.
Kim, to begin with, was this wonderful girl next door image, and then she slowly became a real sex bomb later in the decade.
But of course, I was growing up in front of the public, and you know, there were some major faux pas, I think, stylistically speaking. And I think one of the ones that I'm least happy with, and I knew it at the time, but I thought, I'll give it a go, and it was this sort of, had a sort of a bondage vibe going to it.
I just thought she was absolutely, you know, sex on legs. She was gorgeous. She always wore things that I could never get away with, you know, like black leather dresses.
I remember my contemporaries very well because we were all vying for the same spots, and one of them, of course, was Toyah, one of them was Hazel O'Connor, and one of them was Clare Grogan from Altered Images. She was my favourite. I thought she was beautiful. I was actually quite jealous of Clare Grogan.
Her image did swivel around a bit. I was much happier with the very first time she ever came out. That's the way I saw her.
When she was hot, and nobody knows how long that's going to last.
I had the career I wanted, and I never felt that I was cut short just because it wasn't more, it wasn't like someone else's, or it wasn't as big as so-and-so's. It was just what I wanted.
I often wonder, now she's a gardener, sort of professional gardener, if she's still got that old stripy t-shirt that she used to wear, because people do keep old clothes for the garden, don't they?